First, I would say that when you look back on usaspending.gov and the Recovery.gov, that without legislation, neither of those initiatives would have been started. So, in fact, I would underscore the point that legislative initiative in this regard has really led to the improvements that have been in place, along with the implementation, obviously, of the legislation. And one of the reasons, in my opinion, the Recovery.gov was more successful with data quality issues than usaspending.gov is Congress dedicated a group of people full-time to implementing that site and the data standards or whatever. There was, I think it was, off the top of my head, I may be wrong, about $80 million to go into developing that site. And the President selected a great person, and Earl Devaney, to lead that. And there were, people dedicated on the board, and they had staff. And so it was properly resourced. And with that dedication, you were able to achieve, I think, a better outcome. So from a standpoint of why you need legislation and the fact that you need some dedicated resources, and also, as I mentioned in my opening statement, there was a lot of dialogue with the state and local community and the people who were reporting so that the reporting could ultimately, be as efficient as possible. That needs to be embedded in the new legislation as well. Now, the legislation that has been discussed this morning in the House bill, the bill introduced in the Senate, had a lot of very good attributes in there. It expanded the information because right now the award data on usaspending.gov just tells you how much was awarded. It doesn't really tell you how much was been spent, what the result was achieved out of that program. You have more of that type of information available on Recovery.gov. So, trying to have a broader range of information available, not only what was spent, but what was received by the federal government and the benefit as a result of that, and what the status of it is very important. The Data Act sets up an advisory committee to have stakeholders involved and recipients to discuss those issues. It emphasizes data standards, the importance of that and common data elements, and it emphasizes the use of technologies that need to be put in place in order to effectively display the information and make it searchable and usable, more user-friendly by the public. Now, how you achieve that and whether you need a new entity and whether you need, you can use existing entities, I think is a policy question, appropriately resolved by the Congress. But I think at the end of the day, there needs to be a clear, dedicated resource to this project with clear milestones, clear expectations that can be held accountable for. If that doesn't happen, and there's not a legislative framework for that, my belief is that everyone will be disappointed with the level of progress that would occur without that.